The best performers take center stage every week on Spotlight. Heard live on air from the K-Lite studios and seen live online through our streaming channel. The best local talent delivered straight to you the way only we can. Spotlight, exclusively on 103.5.
K-Lite.
6 o'clock on the dot. Good evening, Metro Manila, and welcome to Spotlight right here, of course, on 103.5 K-Lite. My name is JB, your host, and for tonight, we have a very special band. They've been here for more than an hour now, very professional. And let me introduce to you the band that represents a funky man possessed by a sad boy spirit. That is what their profile on Spotify says. We'll talk more about that in just a bit. Composed of Kern Familia Lagaw on drums. We have Risa Elgin Collin on keyboards, Diego Cerudo on guitar, Leonard Magtira on bass, and Joaquin Ignacio on guitars and vocals. Welcome to the show, Cutting Corners! Woohoo!
Hello! Hello!
How are you guys doing?
We're doing good. Thank you for having us.
Yes. How are you? Each and every one of you, you look good. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you for being early today. And I want to know why that is your profile description on Spotify. First and foremost, a funky man possessed by a sad boy spirit.
Okay, so actually, yung nag-coin nung term na yun is our previous drummer.
Oh.
He left the band na just recently. Due to,
How recent is just recently?
A few months ago. Pollens, nagtatampo pa rin ako, pero okay lang.
Pollens, balik ka na. Kaming lahat.
Shout out to Pollens.
So, yeah. When we first released Make Believe, our first song last May, Pollens mentioned, our old drummer, na masyadong generic yung description. To
What
be
was
honest,
the description prior to that?
Oh, it's just Cutting Corners. It's a blues, rock, funk band composed of this person, that
Okay,
person.
so
you know.
he thought it was so generic.
Yeah, I mean, it's not my strong suit, so I just wrote it, you know. Tapos sabi niya, okay, sige, good point. I also didn't like it, but I couldn't think of anything. So, what do you think you can give? Tapos yun yung sabi niya.
Okay.
Tapos sabi niya daw, yun yung description namin. Funky man possessed by a sad boy spirit or whatever. It's because how we play, generally very funky yung music namin, you know. And bluesy, but a lot of our songs aren't really the most, they're kind of sad.
They're
and
kind
angsty.
of sad, yes. And I'm sure everyone who has that tag as well, sad boy, can relate, right? Even the sad girls.
Yeah.
We'll get to prove that later when we hear their original music. So let us know first how you started as a band. Because you mentioned earlier off the air that you're relatively new, right? I heard also in the background that you don't count the pandemic year. So tell us the history behind that. Anyone can chip in.
Okay, I actually started with me because Leonard, it started with me and Leonard.
Okay.
And I met Leonard in college. And we started working on music together. And
How
but we
long
didn't,
ago was this?
This was 2019.
2019,
So it was our
okay.
freshman year in UP. And we weren't
You were
really-
classmates,
No.
Org mates.
org mates.
Yeah, we were org
Okay.
mates. And during the pandemic, we had experience playing together. I mean, during our classes, sorry. And when the pandemic hit, I was invited to play for this online gig. And how we did it before was whenever we had online gigs, we would record our parts separately. And then, syempre, para may video na mapapanood yung viewers, we record ourselves mimicking what we just played. So that it looks like we're playing.
I hate that film.
But,
Leonard saying something.
yeah.
I hated filming so much.
Oh, you know, everyone hated filming so much too because it was so hard to sync all the instruments, the audio to the video, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
So that's what we had to do. And I was asked to do 2 songs. Dati naman kung may gig kami, online gig ka sa, ikaw na yung nagmi-mix ng kanta mo, ikaw pa nagre-record, ikaw pa nag-film ng video. So I
Yes,
thought,
one-man band.
Yeah, one-man band. And I thought, okay, I can't do this all by myself within a week. Kasi may school pa kami, online school.
You were a responsible student, so you had to balance
Questionable.
things,
Sure,
music
sure.
and studies. Questionable, sabi ni Risa.
Definitely. I'm definitely...
Definitely a good student.
Let's be careful, the mom is watching. Alright, so nahirapan ka kasi syempre may studies ka.
Yeah. So then
you
I
had to
asked
seek
Leonard.
help.
I asked Leonard, hey, since we've worked together na, why don't you help me here? He's like, okay, sige. So I sent him recordings. He sent me his parts, and then we managed to create 2 covers for the gig. So gig day, I couldn't decide on a name kasi I thought it would be unfair to Leonard if I just called it Wacky Ignacio or me.
Of course.
Yeah.
Wacky and Friends.
I agree.
Okay, friend lang.
Or Walkie and Friend, yeah. Isa pa
Yeah.
lang siya nun.
So then, grabe, halos Leonard, grabe, ano ba yun? Parang 2 minutes before the gig, we haven't decided on a name.
We just said like, alliteration, what sounds good. CC, cutting corners. Oh.
No, actually, the way that formed was, yun nga, kinukulit na kami nung organizer. What do you call yourselves? 2 minutes na before the event would start, yung online event. Tapos, papanik ako. I was like, Leonard, we're really cutting corners here now with our name. Like, holy, oh no, what are we gonna do? Tapos, we lashed onto it. Like, okay,
Oh.
we'll use it.
So that was the first thing you had in mind and then you stuck with it all throughout. Hindi na
Yes.
kayo nagbago.
Hindi na.
Oh,
Kasi
okay.
sa totoo lang, sa paggawa ng banda, yung proseso ng pangalan, yun yung pinaka-hate ko.
Wait, why do you say that? Is this your nth band now? Were you part of a band before as well?
No, just high school bands. Not really important, but yeah, just high school bands.
Okay, so in the start, it was you and then Leonard, and then how did the other members add to the picture?
Okay. The first person I messaged to build my band was yung umalis na, yung drummer. Because I was looking for a drummer. And then this other guy named Elkan. He's a College of Music student. Hi, Elkan, if you're watching.
Hi, Alkan.
The things I want to say to you, I'm not allowed to say live.
We're just gonna type it here. I'm gonna type it here on the Facebook Live because he's probably watching.
But anyways, yeah. And that was our band. Elkan played guitar for me, and then Paulin's drums, and then Leonard bass. So then we rehearsed. But then since College of Music nga si Elkan, and he was part of another band before called Picnic, and he couldn't commit. So I had to look for another guitarist.
Commitment issues.
Around the
Gusto
same
ko yung
time.
may mga side comments while he's telling the story. Diego, what is that about?
Joke lang, I don't know. Can't be me.
Okay.
So around the same time, Diego, actually, he invited me to play for another band called Suspiria Pink. And Diego explain Suspiria Pink a little bit.
What is that band all about?
Suspiria Pink, we're a punk band right now under Offshore Music. And then, we have also other events coming up. Pero yun nga, I'm playing for Wacky, and I invited him to join Suspiria Pink because our bandmate left. Our bandmate left because he had to go abroad and stuff like that. But ever since, Wacky and I became so close, we said, you know what, let's just be part of each other's bands. So, now we're stuck with each
No.
other. We're like,
No.
symbiotic. We're
No,
like
no.
Venom.
Yeah, you
like
have
Eddie
no
Brock and
choice.
I'm-
But Joaquin here has a violent reaction. Like he doesn't want to be a part of that, or he's denying that you can't be separated.
You know,
I'm
at this
latched onto
point,
him like a garapata.
okay, whatever.
Like a garapata. What an analogy. All right, well, let's hear from each member of the band. How did you start with music? And we'll get back to you, Wax, because you told us how you started the band, right? But individually, maybe let's start with Risa. How you got into music.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, okay, I'm Risa. I'm the typical Asian kid who studied piano at like 6 years old. Yeah, because like,
You
no,
just
it's true.
You just stereotyped yourself.
I set myself up for that.
Yes.
But yes, I've been studying piano since I was 6. But when I entered college, as soon as I graduated, I was like, oh, I don't think classical is for me. So I went on to, venture into other bands. And eventually, I ended up with Cutting Corners because they are my org mates, most of them. Shout out to UP Music. And then I just felt like classical wasn't for me because I'm a creative by heart. And
I
I
get that.
really love to create my own stuff and not just replicate the great works of Mozart and Beethoven.
Yeah.
But yes, that's me. I'm into jazz, I'm into classical, and I do a lot of other genres then.
Aside from doing covers, do you have your own compositions too?
Oh yes, I would just like to shameless plug Underdog Pianist
Yes,
on
please.
Spotify. Let's go! If
Wait,
y'all-
say that again. Say that again.
Underdog Pianist.
Underdog pianist.
Say it more clearly.
That guy, Underdog Pianist.
All right. Shameless plugging.
No, because like if you guys stream my work, I will earn. As a starving musician,
Yeah.
I need that money.
Yeah, of course. You should be
Yeah.
proud of that.
I'm proud of it. If y'all like K-pop but arranged in piano version,
Ooh.
yeah, it's definitely someone to follow. Let's go.
Interesting. All right. Let's go to Kern. How about you?
Hello.
Hello. How did you start with playing drums?
Well, actually, before kasi my sister used to like listen to Paramore, so doon ako na-inspire. Yung drummer ng Paramore, si Zach. Ang galing. So, that's when I started. Pero actually, yung unang instrument talaga na play ko was guitar talaga. And, ayun, inisa-isa ko na guitar, tas bass, tas drum. So, multi-instrument.
Wow.
Multi-instruments talaga yun.
Inikot mo na guitar and then
Oo.
bass and then drums. But now, are you more of a drummer?
Yeah,
Can you say
more
that?
of a drummer now.
Okay, all because of Paramore. And your sister. Shout out to your sister.
Yeah, for introducing. And I also wanna plug Sandugo
Yes,
Studios.
please.
Yes.
Sandugo Studios is where we record.
That's where
Sandugo
that's where we record.
Studios.
Yes.
Okay. Where is this located?
In Cainta.
Oh.
The brand, the brand, Sandugo.
Oh, that's
Yes.
their own studio.
Yes.
Amazing.
The King Boutique.
The King Boutique. Oh my gosh, that is my fear. Anyway, how about Leonard?
So, medyo similar kay Kern in that when I was in high school, inaya ako mong drums. I volunteered myself even though I didn't know how to play drums at all. The first rehearsal, of course, didn't go well. I didn't know how to play drums at all. Pero that experience inspired me to actually pursue actual drums, like for real na talaga. And I started with drums, and eventually I discovered guitar, and now I'm a bassist now. And now I just really love music, being around music. Even now, I'm from the College of Music, taking musicology. So I just want to be immersed in music. I appreciate all kinds. I just want to be surrounded.
Yeah, I can see that. You love it so much. You volunteered despite not knowing how to play
Yeah.
the drums. But how did you transition into playing bass?
I first from drums. I stopped learning drums kasi di siya accessible. I didn't have an access to a drum set or a somewhere where I could play drums every day. So I discovered guitar. I liked guitar for like a few years. Okay lang. Pero I found bass talaga when I was playing guitar. And the bass talaga is my love the
It
bass.
was calling you.
Yes, it's my calling.
You found your love in the bass. All right. And Diego.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Good evening.
Maginaw ba? Maginaw siya.
Yeah, the aircon's facing me. I'm freezing here.
Mamaya, medyo mainita na kayo pag tumugtog na kayo. Huwag ka
For
mag-alala.
real.
How about you? How did you start?
How did I start? Well, I mean, ever since I was born, I was like, I was influenced na by my family, the ones that surrounded me. Kasi I think I started singing at 2 years old.
2 years old.
2 years old, because the story there was like my dad was practicing for a show one night, and then I suddenly grabbed the mic from him, and I started singing what he was singing.
Oh, wow.
And then my mom and dad knew, oh, he can sing, because even as 2 years old, like I could like do that. So that's what happened. That's how they discovered. If you know the artist Bimbo Cerudo, if any of the people here know Bimbo Cerudo, he's my dad and he's my main influence in music. So I grew up listening to, Engelbert Humperdinck or like Frank Sinatra, mostly classic ballad stuff. And then I ended up here in a rock funk band with another band which is punk and rock, just going against what my dad usually do. So, I'm the complete opposite of my dad. He's a very ballady guy and I'm a more, punk rock
Yeah,
enjoyer.
you found your own kind of music.
Yeah, I found my
right?
own way. I went my own way. Gotta
Would you go
my
back
own way.
to singing ballads too?
I also sing ballads, actually. I also have my dad has a show on October 11 in Teatrino, Green Hills. So, yeah, just a plug for my dad na rin.
Swabe lang yun, ha? Swabe
Yeah.
lang ginawa ni Diego, ha?
Just a plug for my dad as well, because I'm gonna be performing a surprise, but secret lang. Surprise na secret.
Okay, let's pretend we did not hear that. That he will be doing a surprise performance in that concert.
So yeah, all of that is just my music came from all of my friends, my family, and people around me, the people I work with, people I play with, like Wacky. He's introduced me to many new songs because I used to not even listen to John Mayer, but look at us now. I listen to him. I feel like he catches me, and then you know when you follow someone on Spotify and you see what they're listening to,
Yes.
and then you look at the side, he'll see me like, this guy's listening to John Mayer.
So parang low-key stalker ka rin, ha?
Si Wacky yun, ah. Ano, si
Ay,
Wacky.
di ako yun, ha? Wala akong ginagawang ganun.
I love the bromance here.
True,
Anyway.
true. Tita agrees.
Wait, how do I call you? Wacky, Joaquin, Wax?
You could call me Wacky, but
Wacky.
Joaquin is my actual name.
Okay.
I can call you mine.
No, you cannot.
Only him can do that.
No, you cannot.
Wacky. All right. How about you? Wacky here also came from a family of musicians.
Musician.
Okay.
Sa family namin, sa mom's side, only me and my mom do music. Pero how it started was, when I was younger, I would always notice na people would go up to my parents, and I was like, why? They're just people.
They're normal in your eyes.
What do you want from them? Ganun, diba? So, ayun nga, the more I found out about my parents' profession, my dad is nasa film industry siya. Tapos mom ko yung sa music. Syempre,
Both in the arts.
Yes. I was with my mom and her work. I was surrounded by her work a lot more. So as a child, I would end up going to gigs, stuff like that. Tapos a lot of my mom's friends would tell me na, oh, you're gonna grow up to be a musician one day. Tapos syempre, medyo petty pa ako nun, so sabi ko, no. Okay.
You're against it.
That's why I started drawing. Well, it wasn't the only reason why, pero that's how I started drawing, and then eventually, I'm now in the College of Fine Arts. But then, my classmates know how to play guitar, so I should also know how to play guitar. So, nag-guitar lessons ako. And then, my classmates, they're in a band, you know. If they could do it, I could do it better. So,
Competitive.
well, a little. Pero, yun nga, I just thought, oh, they're doing this. I grew up around this. I think I could do this for fun. So, it was just for fun talaga nung high school. But then, yung high school band ko, towards the end of our senior year, I started to fall in love with performing. And I thought, okay, I want to continue this. But then, of course, my bandmates at the time, di na namin natuloy kasi, you know, different schools or different skill level. Joke lang. Joke lang yun, Joke lang yun. But, anyway, yeah, I had the dilemma na, at the time kasi I only started singing mga 2 to 3 years ago.
No way. 2 to 3 years ago?
Before talaga I was guitar only. So, syempre, when I figured out that I wanted to continue doing it, suddenly I had no band. Tapos naisip ko, what am I gonna do na lead guitar lang ako? So I started to learn how to sing, and then I learned how to write. And then, after nung gig namin ni Leonard, nung online gig, whenever I finished a song, I would send it to him. And then, that's how we started, basically.
Wow. So, kung ano man yung nire-reject mo before na sinasabi ng mga tao sa paligid mo, di ba? Eventually, it happened too.
Yeah.
Shout out to Miss Cookie Chua, by the way, who's here, very supportive.
Yes, thank
of
you, Ma.
Wacky. Yes, and so let's hear you play now for your first song. This is a cover, and why have you decided to play this as part of your set?
Okay. Perfect time, actually, kasi yun nga, yung songs namin very angsty. Very they sound good. Yeah, I mean, to me, at least. Ako nagsalat.
I'm sure they agree.
We have no choice.
As
They
your
sound good.
bandmates.
But-
Grabe yung honesty dito, Risa.
Okay. Grabe. Pero we wanted to bring more life into our live set. So we started practicing this song. It's by this group called The Real Thing. and it's You To Me Are Everything.
All right. So here we go now. Their first song for all of us. This is Cutting Corners with You To Me Are Everything live on 103.5 K-Light.
I'd gladly sacrifice. Oh, you to me are everything, the sweetest song that I could sing. Oh, baby, oh, baby. To you, I guess I'm just a clown who'd pick you up each time you're down. Oh, baby, oh, baby. Give me just a taste of love to build my hopes upon. You know you've got the power, girl, to keep me holding on. So now you've got the best of me. Come on and take the rest of me, oh baby. Though you're close to me, we feel so far apart. Maybe given time you'll have a change of heart. If it takes forever, girl, then I'm prepared to wait. The day you give your love to me won't be a day too late. Oh, you to me are everything, the sweetest song that I could sing. Oh, baby, oh, baby. To you, I guess I'm just a clown who'll pick you up each time you're down. Oh, baby, oh, baby. Give me just a taste of love to build my hopes upon. You know you've got the power, girl, to keep me holding on. So now you've got the best of me. Come on and take the rest of me, oh baby.
Leonard, everyone.
You to me are everything, the sweetest song that I could sing. Oh baby, oh baby. To you, I guess I'm just a clown who'd pick you up each time you're down. Oh baby, oh baby. Give me just a taste of love to build my hopes upon. You know you've got the power, girl, to keep me holding on. So now you've got the best of me. Come on and take the rest of me, oh baby. Oh, you to me are everything, the sweetest song that I could sing. Oh baby, oh baby. You to me are everything, the sweetest song that I could sing. Oh baby, oh baby. You to me are everything, the sweetest song that I could sing. Oh baby, oh baby. You to me are everything, the sweetest song that I could sing. Oh baby, oh baby.
The best live performances on air and online. Spotlight on 103.5.
K-Light.
That was Cutting Corners with their version of You to Me Are Everything live right here on Spotlight. Welcome to the show. For those of you who just tuned in, it is now 6:24. We are live on radio, on TV, and online. We are on our Facebook page, our YouTube channel, and our website, of course. That's klight1035.com.ph and Planet Cable Channel 3. And speaking of which, I'll just let you guys breathe for a while after that song. Let me say hello to everyone on Facebook. Hi to Joanne, to Miss Cookie Chua, who's very active now on the comment section. Hi, Miss Cookie. And hi to Gillette Santos. Sabi niya, Risa. Hello as well to Joserine Samsos Brogan, cheering from Dubai. Hey, watching all the way from Dubai. Thank you so much. Hello to Alice Malyari, who says, go Wacky. And
Hello.
Nesty Painaga says, go, go, go. Hello to... Jocelyn sent us stars, 99 stars on Facebook. Thank you so very much. Hello to Kay or Kai Sibal. And hello to Vinjo Zapanta. Hi as well to Bayang Barrios. Hello, Miss Bayang Barrios. Thank you so much for tuning in. And Vinjo Zapanta says... Burger na yan to Miss Cookie Chua. And Rani Torres says, panalo. All right. Thank you so much, you guys, for all those comments. Please like and share all of these streaming platforms. We have Facebook and we have YouTube, so go ahead and tell your friends and family. We still have 3 more songs from Cutting Corners, and that first song, what a refreshing way to start with your sets. That was a very good decision, by the way, I must say.
Thank you.
Aside from the artists that have been mentioned earlier by Diego and John Mayer, nasabi niya pinapakinggan mo, so na-influence na rin siya. Who else are your musical influences?
The 2 musicians I would say I look up to the most are syempre John Mayer and Stevie Wonder.
Oh, wow.
So when I write songs, I always think of those 2. And then another one, medyo not as popular, pero Charlie Berg. I think
Charlie
he's
Berg.
like a... Yeah.
Yung mga pinapakinggan mo, like Stevie Wonder, nung bata ka pa, sobrang fan ka na ba niya? Kasi 80s yan eh, di ba?
I heard a few of his songs when I was younger. And I always thought they sounded really nice. Pero yung common kasi na napapakinggan ng parents ko, yun pa. A lot of my music influences from my parents. Na my mom would play a lot of ABBA, a lot of Carpenters, tas my dad would play mga Red Hot Chili Peppers or Metallica.
Oh, mga ano
so
talaga.
lots of different influences.
Yeah, hard rock.
And the one I stuck to the most were yung more bluesy ones. So
You read my mind. I was gonna ask, where do you lean the most? Yun talaga.
yes,
More
blues.
of the bluesy.
More on the blues.
Yeah.
On my shoulder.
No, I don't.
Diego, feel kita. Feel kita. Parang feeling ko all throughout the show, it's gonna be like this.
Always
Yeah.
naman. Kahit out of the show.
Kahit out of the show eh.
All right, all right. Well, let's go to you now, Diego. Aside from the ones that you mentioned earlier and your dad.
The music I listen to?
Yes, your influences.
I guess my favorite bands are the Beatles. Actually, Wacky and I got along with that.
Yeah,
'cause
we
both
our influences coincide with the Beatles.
I mean, most of my bandmates talaga is Beatles, so they're my number 1 favorite band. I actually have a tattoo of the Beatles on my arm.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have their logo on my arm. And
That's them. Okay.
And I also my other favorite band is Fall Out Boy, and they're coming to the Philippines.
Yes. Are you
in
watching?
Yes, I got tickets.
Great.
So excited. And then finally, my last favorite band, my main influence band now for the punk songs I write, they're called Origami Angel.
Origami.
They're fifth wave emo.
Fifth wave.
Yeah.
Kindly describe what a fifth wave emo is for those who are new to that term.
Honestly, I don't know either. I just read their Spotify and they were like fifth wave emo. Okay. And
And it sounds cool, so let me say it.
Yeah. So it's just really like very technical punk rock. That's how I describe it. Very
Okay.
So it's more complicated than like how punk rock used to be. How people know punk rock to be noise. This one's more technical, so more technical skills on the instruments and all of that. So
Because it's nice to know about more artists that we're not really familiar with, so other people can also listen to that kind of songs and maybe stalk your Spotify profile too.
yes, Stock Cutting Corners. We have 2
Yes.
songs there.
Yes. Leonard, how about you?
I take a lot of influence from Japanese music. So city pop mainly talaga. My favorite artists include Tatsuro Yamashita, Basta Yoshita Kanaka,
Oh.
Miki Matsubara. Basta I listen to a lot of I have joy and I enjoy a lot of kinds of music. Pero the songs that I love the most talaga are funk, jazz, mga ganun. So I gravitated a lot to city pop. Pero other artists na hindi Japanese, Wolfpack, Cory Wong, Tower of Power, mga ganun, mga jazz and funk talaga.
It's very interesting. At what age did you discover all of these Japanese artists?
Oddly enough, I discovered Japanese in particular. I started listening to them nung pandemic talaga. Like I found Sparkle by Tatsuro Yamashita randomly while browsing the internet, and I've fallen in love with city pop ever since.
Okay, how about Kern?
Ngayon, mga ano bang influence ko? Actually, sa other band, mainly I have this other band kasi, Butterfly din.
Yes.
Kind of my main. Actually, kasama ko,
Butterfly.
yung girlfriend ko yung bassist.
Oh.
Which is here din. So,
Yes.
yun, mga influences namin, Smashing Pumpkins, tapos mga Sonic Youth, mainly minsan mga medyo din, shoegazy, na mas ganun yung,
Shoegazy.
mas shoegaze yung sound namin. And mainly alternative rock. Pero, ayun, nagpa-branch out din ako with Red Hot Chili Peppers din, and kind of going towards the funky, na rin, side of things.
I love that
And
you guys
then-
have all of these artists in one big spectrum.
Yes.
So different from one another.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Pero, ayun. And then, kumukuha na rin ng influence from like, mga drummers like sila Benny Greb, ganun. Like, ayun.
All right, and Risa.
Hello. Okay, so I figure since I said I was a classical girly since I was 6 years old, you guys would expect me to say, "Oh, she listens to Mozart. She listens to Beethoven." Guys, I do not listen to. Not anymore.
Yeah, she's the rebel kind.
She's the rebellious. Yeah, she's the rebellious kind. But I think it's because of my instrument that I'm addicted to Leifei right now. Like she's like the Taylor Swift of my life, guys. You can't.
Oh.
Yeah, like she like literally revived bossa nova, and that's a win because I feel like I'm a dying species with my instrument. Yeah.
Why? Of
I
course
don't know,
not.
It's hard to like if you're graduating from a conservatory and then you go on to pursue classical. I'm just one of the minority who actually went into band industry, like modern music.
You should recruit more of your kind.
I should recruit more
Yes,
of
you
my kind.
should. And then you also refer them to us.
Yeah, and
So
that way
there'll
we'll all
more
be
of your
happy.
kind. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I also listen to a lot of K-pop and Japanese stuff because usually they highlight piano as an instrument, lalo na for J-rock or J-pop or something. Yes, that's me.
Okay, all right. Now, speaking of your influences, your next song is a cover of John Mayer. And this one is Gravity, which I suppose is one of your favorites too, Waki.
Yes.
Or all of you.
Actually, this song kasi, ginagamit naming pangdugtong sa original namin.
Oh.
But for today, we will perform the song as is.
Okay, all right. Well, let's hear it from the band. Then here's Gravity by Cutting Corners Live on 103.5 K-Light.
Yeah.
Gravity is working against me. Gravity wants to bring me down. Oh, I'll never Whoa, gravity is working against me now. And gravity wants to bring me down. And twice as much ain't twice as good. Can't sustain like one half could. It's wanting more. It's gonna send me to my knees. Gravity, stay the hell away from me. And gravity wants to bring me down. Just keep me where the light is. Just keep me where the light is. Keep me where the light is. Gravity is working against me now. And gravity wants to bring me down.
The best live performances on air and online. Spotlight on 103.5.
That was Cutting Corners with their take on Gravity live right here on Spotlight. This is 103.5 K-Light by Diego's Looks. You know you did well, right?
Galing yun, ah.
That was really good, guys. That was really good.
I think that was our cleanest gravity.
Best gravity cover ever from our band.
Well, thank you. And that was live everywhere, radio, TV, and online. You guys did great. And we haven't
you.
even touched your original songs yet. So
Yes.
let's go to that right now. But before that, let's greet more of your supporters online. Let's say hello to Nesty, sabi niya husay. Hi to Fanny de Los Angeles Bautista, giving you a
Oh
lot
my
of
God.
applause.
Hello, Teach.
Hello. And Miss Josephine Samsos Brogan says, no clinic today so I can support Waki. Hi to Bong Dato. Hello to Alice Malyari. And to Eufro Opeña. Sabi niya, yay. Hello as well to Jig, who says nice. Emmanuel Tomasa says, nice, nice. Go Cutting Corners. And Eufro Opeña again says, go Waki. Sheena Malana says, I love you Cutting Corners. Dante Bong Regalado is here as well. And who else is here? Cindy Uy Ignacio. Thank you so very
Hi,
much,
Lola.
you guys. Oh, look at that. Hello, all the family and friends of Cutting Corners. Please like and share this video. We will be having 2 more songs from the band. And I want to know who the main songwriter is. This guy right here.
Hello.
Hello, nice to meet you. All right, tell us about your songwriting process.
Okay. Yun nga, the way, first, before I get there, the way our band works kasi is, with most bands before, they work in a way na mas collaborative yung songwriting. So, you know, stuff like, I'll write the lyrics and another person writes the chords or stuff like that. But going back from our previous conversation, we started nga with me sending my songs to Leonard.
Yeah.
So I already know the chords and the mood of what I want. Parang I already give him a demo of the song. Tapos,
Kumbaga parang buo na siya.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
So, my bandmates, they helped me arrange. Si Leonard yung main na tumutulong sa pag-arrange. And if I have anything specific that I want, sasabihin ko sa specific band member. Like for example, Risa, I want you to play this way, ganon, or stuff like that. But I also tell them na when I give them songs, if your idea is better than mine, let's use it. Yung parang mas collaborative kami sa pag-areglo kaysa sa pagsulat ng kanta.
Yeah. But it works for you, right?
Yeah.
But it's nice na naisip mo na lahat yon. Like, if you have anything specific you want to hear from Risa, for example, you tell her. And then for Diego and the rest of the band members, yung songwriting na to, kailan siya nagsimula?
Around the pandemic 2021.
Really?
Yeah. No, really. Make believe.
Sabi niya, I beg to disagree.
Before kasi nga, yun nga, lead guitarist lang ako. I only knew how to play solos and stuff. Pero,
yes.
and I felt dissatisfied with just playing guitar. Parang I wanted to perform my own stuff. So I started writing, and of course, the first few songs were terrible. And I would send them to my friends.
Who would say
And-
that those were terrible songs?
No, it's they weren't up to my standards.
Okay.
If I don't like them.
At least sa'yo pa lang personally, alam mo na hindi to papatok, ganon.
Yes, na this won't work. So yeah, started writing songs. Tapos yung org namin sa college nung 2021, meron silang album na tawag Homegrown. So this org is UP Music Circle. And the way Homegrown works is it asks for the people heading the event asks for its members, asks for original songs. And I thought, hey Leonard, we've been working together for a while now. I'll send you my song. Let's submit it here. Yun nga. And that's when we first finished Make Believe, our first single. And then, we branched out of the org, started doing more gigs, recording at Sandogo Studios. And yeah, ever since then, we've been going through the same process.
Which is really working fine for all of you guys. And let's talk about this next song that you're going to perform. Not yet that first track that you've been mentioning about.
Yes.
Don't You Dare is next. So tell us about this.
Okay, so this song came from a conversation online. And shout out to Midjon,
Midjon.
another musician, and a YouTuber named Bax. He guitar stuff. And from that call, we discussed what it's like being a musician in the Philippines. And that, Filipinos love songs, They can't get off
We
that.
all do.
We love being sawe.
And the hugot songs.
And
yes.
the hugot songs. Siyempre, nung time na yun, challenge yun for me. If necessary magkaroon ng hugot song, then paano ako magsusulat ng ganong klaseng kanta nang hindi naman ako sawe? So
If you're not in that position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I did was I basically just took from past experiences and made some sort of like a scenario that isn't really happening. And that's the song.
The magic of songwriting. Right? All right, so let's hear that song right now. Here's Cutting Corners with Don't You Dare, their original live on 103.5 K-Light.
One too so lonely, baby, when you're not around. Don't you think it's strange how badly I want you with me so desperately? Even though it hurts me, I'll say it once and I'll say it twice. Don't you dare make me fall in love with it. I miss the way the tip of your tongue dances its way around the left side of my chest. So let me take it all off for you, darling. It's all for you. So just stay where you are. Don't you think it's strange how badly I want you with me so desperately? Even though it hurts me, I'll say it once and I'll say it twice. Don't you dare make me fall in love. Watch as I burn away myself again. Please, just don't say goodbye. Don't you think it's strange how badly I want you with me so desperately? Even though it hurts me, say it just this once. Never mind, I'll say it twice. Don't you dare make me fall in love. Don't you dare make me fall in love.
The best live performances on air and online. Spotlight on 103.5.
You just heard Don't You Dare by Cutting Corners live right here on 103.5 K-Light. This is Spotlight where we champion original Filipino music and I was feeling all the feels in that song. Grabe naman, Don't You Dare Make Me Fall in Love. Yung mga lyrics ni Waki, talaga naman. We are saying hello to more people on Facebook. Hi to Emmanuel Tomasa, Ray Abelia, Cindy Uy Ignacio, and Eufro Opeña, who all said galing. Lahat sila talaga, yun ang sinabi nila. Parang copy-paste, pero maraming emojis. And hello to the King's Montessori School, sabi ni Ernst. Shout out sa King's Montessori School. Hello again to Vinjo Zapanta. Ernst says bravo. And sabi ni Ray Abelia, kay Miss Cookie, sulit ang school bus. What does that even mean? Let me in on this.
Even I don't know what that means.
Let me in on this. Hello as well to Joven Daradal. Sabi niya, nice. And Cindy Uy says, so proud of you. You're awesome.
Thank you.
Shout out to KMS family again from Ernst. And sabi ni Joven, hindi ko ramdam ang traffic. What a nice way to spend time in traffic, right? Collective, guys. 1, 2, 3.
Kami ramdam namin eh.
Naramdaman nyo kanina. Mamaya rin pa uwi. Pero tambay muna tayo
Tambay
dito.
muna.
Yes, we should do that. All right. Can you imagine? You've been standing there for almost 1 hour now. So, yeah, we are on to your last song. But before that, I want to know what else is in your dream board for the band. What are your plans for Cutting Corners?
Okay, so
Tingin na sila lahat.
yung
Guys, di natin napag-usapan to. Okay, let's talk about it now.
for me naman, since it's my band, and since ako yung nagsusulat ng songs, medyo short term lang yung goals ko. Like, I'm not gonna delude myself and think, oh, I wanna play in gigantic stages and become super famous, you know. Pero, step by step, next goal, gusto namin ng manager, either sa social media or helping us find gigs. And,
Yung mga nanonood dyan, yung mga
Yes.
nagsasabing magaling. Oo, baka naman.
Baka naman. And maybe even a label. And just continuing to record songs, originals, and performing.
I know that is going to happen.
Yes.
And maybe anyone else would like to add to those dreams? Meron pa ba?
I just like performing music. So as long as we keep performing, that's fine. with
Happy
me.
ka na. Yeah. All right.
As long as I'm with Wacky, you know?
I
Bromance.
knew it.
Di ba, tita?
I knew it. I was just waiting for you to say that. Guys, may context na ako dun sa school bus. Kasi si Miss Cookie daw naghatid sa inyong lahat, kaya school bus. And pahay daw sa daddy ni Wacky. He's also tuned in. Sabi daw.
Hello.
Batiin daw ang daddy niya. All right. Thank you so much for watching Spotlight episode tonight with Cutting Corners. And we are greeting more on Facebook before we let them sing their last song for all of us. Ernst says, shout out sa Yarda, the food hub. A short guitar lesson naman dyan. Sino bang gusto magbigay ng ng advice for musicians? Maybe younger than you guys who are looking up to you now.
Wag. Na-joke lang. Wag.
Okay, guys, number one advice, importante na may kabanda kang may kotse.
Importante yan.
Being
O kaya kahit wala, lahat kayo dapat maaga kung magko-commute, di ba? Oo.
Pero malalaki gamit namin eh.
Ayun lang.
Hirap mag-commute eh.
Yun lang,
Dinosaur
buhay
pedal.
banda guys eh.
Buhay banda,
Buhay
ganun.
banda, ganun talaga. What else? Aside from WAG.
No, but
I'm actually a teacher at
Oh,
Icon Guitar. I mean, not guitar. Icon Music Studios at
that's
Tomas Morato.
right.
So if you want to get lessons from me, meron naman doon.
Enroll.
Yes.
And study for real.
Shout out to Icon.
Shout out to Icon.
ituturo sa inyo songs namin.
No need.
I guess your question a while ago, like
Yes.
what I would say to younger ones, just be nice, you know. Be kind to your bandmates, be kind to your friends.
But parang di mo naman
No,
sinusunod.
wait lang. Let me tell you something. just be nice to your friends, your bandmates, and make connections with people you can, and continue playing your instrument so you can be, I guess, like us. But again,
And to be honest, for people who actually wanna continue doing music, important yung makikiusap ka sa mga tao. Connection.
Yes.
You know, kahit introvert ako.
It doesn't show. But yeah, connected yun sa sinasabi ni Diego na you have to be nice, you have to be kind because you don't know kung sino yung pwedeng tumulong sa inyo. Actually, kahit hindi mo hinga ng tulong, if they see how good you are, people are just going to reach out and help you, right? So,
Yes.
Shoutout sa lahat ng nanonood sa amin. Lahat ng mga nagpapasend ng ano dyan, ng stars and ng mga emojis. Would you like to add anything, Risa?
Maybe ano lang, tsaka always be open to whatever opportunity comes your way because you never know who's in the audience and you never know who's gonna be watching you perform. And if you have like unreleased songs or tracks that aren't finished yet, don't be shy to upload them and share them with the world because everyone deserves to hear everyone anyways.
Amen. Can I get an amen? All right, final song, Make Believe. This was the first song that you wrote, right?
Yes.
All right, tell us more about this.
Okay, so Make Believe is a song na medyo dark naman yung meaning niya, pero it's something I wrote kasi nung pandemic. Actually, up till now, nahirapan na matulog. So, parang...
Baka naman mahilig ka magkape.
Hindi,
Hindi
I actually
rin.
don't like coffee
You
that
don't
much.
drink coffee
I
at
don't drink
all?
coffee that
Oh.
much. I do, but not my go-to.
Okay.
You know.
So many things in common.
And
may ship name na po sila.
Finger hearts for you, Diego and Maki.
And anyways, I wrote it about a tendency I had nung pandemic na to make myself sleep, I will drink until I'm drunk.
Oh.
So parang
Confessions on
escapism.
the air, guys.
Sorry, yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, do you want to greet more people before you perform your last song?
Before
Final
we perform,
shout-outs? Yeah?
we would just like to shout out. We would like to promote our social media at Cutting Corners PH on Instagram and then at Cutting Corners Band PH on Facebook. And we're out on Spotify, YouTube Music, Apple Music, all that. Yes, please stream our music.
Yes, follow them, support them, stream their music. Murder that replay button because their songs are really good. I was doing that since yesterday, and you guys are awesome. I wish you the best in everything. And when you make it really big, don't forget about K-Light, okay?
Oh, of course we won't.
Also wanna
Come
thank
back
you
to this
guys.
stage.
Thank you guys too.
We had so much fun today.
Oh,
Thank
wow,
you.
that means so much to me, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much. And for everyone stuck in traffic, enjoy this last song. This is Cutting Corners with Make Believe Live on 103.5 K-Light.
I think I'm blind, 'cause I can't clear this mess that's stuck inside of my head in this state of mind. I stand and watch as it all passes me by. I didn't think I'd need you here. When I was done with you and I never knew it'd be this way. Don't say a word, just take me away from here. Don't ask for more, just leave it all behind. 'Cause even though it's wrong, even though it's bad for me, I can't come around. I won't fight it, I don't care if it's an escape. And I know that it's a mistake, but I've got everything I'd ever need. This make-believe reality. Can't say that I should stop fight it. I don't care if it's an escape, and I know that it's a mistake, but I've got everything I'd ever need. This make-believe reality.
The best live performances on air and online. Spotlight on 103.5.